have a look at this toy. How cool is this? So the boys at Big 5 Marine, Alan at Big 5 Marine lent us this for a few weeks to play with. Oh, just about fell in there. So we brought it up to the Moore River. I've come up the Moore River with a family. Lee's brought their tinny up, and I've got Zane and my wife and then Salty the dog up there at the dunes having a bit of a play, and we're just having a bit of a play with this little skiff here. So if I just rock the boat a little bit, it automatically rights itself and just holds the boat in spot. So cool. Like, yeah, it's not a huge boat, but it's really light. Like, you could lift this on your own without the batteries. I reckon you could lift it up and throw it in and out of a ute, no worries. Obviously the batteries carry a bit of weight. But yeah, Alan lent us this for a few weeks to play with. He said get some blood on the deck, so we just thought we'd bring it up to Moore River and just have a play with it and just see what it can and can't do on the calm waters. I got Lee here in the dinghy as a bit of a backup just in case. I'll admit it is a bit twitchy to drive. It only drives off this remote control here, and because the motor's at the front, it's kind of really directional and really twitchy to sort of drive. But once you get it in a straight line and it's cruising along, it actually goes along. It actually moves along all right. I don't know, probably 5 or 6 knots, I guess. But as a brim fishing boat, like up the likes of the Moore River or up the reaches of the Blackwater or the Swan, it's just a weapon. I'm really having good fun with it actually. So anyway, we'll go for a bit of a cruise with it, see if we can't land a fish, but mostly we're just up here to have a bit of a play. And yeah, I don't know, just have some fun. Zano's got the control. Captain Zano. Anything could happen. How cool is this Minn Kota? I want that on my boat. Simrad's not bad either. What do you reckon, Zane?
It's pretty sick.
Can you drive it in a straight line?
No.
So check this out. How cool is this? The Minn Kota at the front there with spot lock. Just turn it on spot lock, and it's just holding me right here, so I can just, oh, just got a touch there. It's just holding me right here in the zone, so you can cast. Throw one into the snags over there. It's pretty cool, hands-free fishing. The spot lock just holds you where you need it to be. Leaves you to deal with the fishing. No need to drop no need to drop a heavy anchor over the side. Nice and easy to move on if you want to move later on. Very good feature. First time I've really played with one of these, it's so good. So quiet, just goes about its job up the front there. It's actually pretty stable for such a small little boat. It's actually pretty stable. Like, it doesn't feel like it's going to go over or anything at any time. Oh, getting some big follows. I can see fish everywhere down here. There's heaps of fish. There's heaps of small ones. They just don't like to commit. So how cool is this little Simrad setup it's got on it as well? It's got all the options, this thing. I'm pretty much only just having a play with it up here this afternoon. Big shout out to Alan at Big 5 Marine and ORYX Boats. There's the hat. Alan's making some pretty crazy boats at the moment, some really nice, the Baron Outriders, making some really nice boats. So if you're looking for a new boat, check him out. But yeah, thanks to Alan for lending us this to have a play with. What I'm going to do, we're just cruising around the river, like I said, I'm just playing, having a bit of a day with the family and the dog. So what I'm going to do over the next few weeks is I'm probably going to, I don't know, I might take it into one of the local marinas and see if I can't get a brim or a flathead or something out of the local marina. If I get a decent day, I'll try and take it offshore. The ultimate plan is to take this offshore and maybe go squidding with it, or ultimately catch a snapper inshore. Obviously I won't be just doing it in this little tinny, in this little boat here. I will be going out with a backup boat. We'll probably get Lee to come out in the big boat or in the tinny or whatever as a bit of a backup, and yeah, just see if we can't get a decent fish out of this boat. Even if I can get a couple of skippy or something, it'll just be funny. I just think it's what, 8 foot long. I just think it'd be pretty cool to take it offshore. So what I'm gonna do now is just head back to the family. They're just over here on the sand dunes having a bit of a play. Zane and Lee want to have a bit of a play with this and drive it around, and I'll have a bit of a sit down and play with Salty, and then we'll probably pack it up and head home. But hopefully in the next week or so we'll get this out and start catching some decent fish in it. Until then, you.